Welcome back to the KMT Traders channel. We are looking at Usdjpy and we are on the daily time frame. And just to give you an overall summarizing picture, we've basically broken out of our wedge pattern that we formed on the monthly on a high time frame. But as we're looking on the daily, we can see we've just broke out and we've making some good confirmation just to signaling downwards. As you can see, the retest of the bottom of the wedge, and we're forming downwards momentum. So what we're currently seeing here also as well is we're also getting reverse the RSIs over selling conditions as well. So this is a bit of a hit or miss right now, so we need to go on a lower time frame just to see what we are thinking as well. So by looking on our last video analysis, let me just centerize this for you. So price came at the bottom of our resistance zone, our support zone, and unfortunately we came straight through it in one whole bar, so we couldn't get the double confirmation or double retest before we could go upwards. So this trade for the upside became instantly invalid as soon as we saw this red 4-hourly bar, which closed below the support box zone, and we also found a retest upon it, which caused further lows as well. So this is signaling basically lower lows that are forming right now. So what I'll be anticipating is seeing if our next support zone is we could find support potentially, because as we saw on the daily time frame, we are looking at trying to get back into our wedge, but because of our retest and push down, I think it's highly unlikely as of now. So we're basically battling in between these different parts of resistance levels and key levels as right now with the Usdjpy. So as we push down from here, we can see we've got we can see that we've got our RSI diverging very nicely right here, and this is a very strong position right here where it's indecisive in the RSI. So hopefully for me, I will be looking for price to come back down and test this zone again. Another retest would give it a heads up before we can signal longer, and potentially do something upon the lines of this. It's just a possible scenario, but the TPs would roughly be something like this. This would be a very good trade to get into for Usdjpy in the next week. So good stuff to look forward to. Hopefully, if we can get that lucky, we can get all the way back up. But my predictions kind of stand just below again for the retest as this became resistance. So I want to drag this up here. So I'll be looking for my TPs roughly around to that zone, and then see if we can see how price reacts in that position before we take our next trade. So that's all for Usdjpy. We'll have a look in next week's video and see if we can get any better entries with the people involved, and see if we can make the most of this position right now and the vulnerability of Usdjpy. So thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.